This week on Not Another Shooting Show.
I know we have a lot of rappers that listen to the show. Am I making sense? I need some whiskey. Why is there a deer leg in here? We're trying to find the other end of the Christmas lights here.
2011s may be like, let's say they're 5% better. I just have to wait for you to have a malfunction. and then I don't need to fucking worry about it.
He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is Not Another Shooting Show. Are your ears okay after my failed sound check with the other computer?
I mean, they hurt a little bit, but tonight is forever.
I remember that the reason I quit using the audio off that laptop because it sucked in episode 16. That was the rundown that was still open on that laptop. It's been a hot minute. But anyway, I was trying to play some audio from a video that Jeff found. It's from Saudi Arabia. A traditional dance called tashir involves the firing of a loaded muzzle-loading rifle and firing it at the ground in perfect synchronicity with a leap into the air. Now, it was actually kind of fun to watch because they would shoot it straight into the ground.
Yep.
They're doing their dance around, they're kind of treating it, but they've got this like loaded musket that they're twirling around like it's a baton, or like they're in the what do they call the guys that do the twirling of the rifles? Color guard or honor,
the drill teams.
Drill teams, yeah. They're kind of twirling them around like that, and then they torch off around into the ground.
Yeah, they jump like 3 feet in the air, put the muzzles between their feet, and fire it into the ground.
Yeah.
Well, they try to put it between their feet and fire into the ground.
Yeah, one of the younger guys was kind of, let's say he broke the 180.
Yep.
When he did it. It was a little sketchy, but it was still kind of, I don't know, I liked it. It was fun, you know?
Yeah, it's a war dance. Get you fired up,
Yeah.
ready to go to war after shooting straight into the ground.
Nearly shooting your feet off. Yeah, I'm going to jump in the air so I can shoot the ground, because otherwise I'm going to blow my feet off. Sure. It looked like a good time. Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had a story about a rapper who was they were filming a video, and he pulled out his Glock that had a drum mag in it, and he racked it, and then he fired it, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!"
That day, he almost shot his genitalia off. If I remember correctly,
nearly took out his pee-pee. Yep, almost. Well, sadly, a 17-year-old rapper kid actually shot himself in the head.
Oh damn.
It's kind of terrible, but he was doing some video online, and it was alive. That's how it got out. And
that's the one that a certain Owen sent me.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Now I see it. Oh god.
Yeah, and yeah, it wasn't. It was a bad deal. Like, yeah. So rappers, please stop. I know we have a lot of rappers that listen to the show. I think, especially our Patreon, we've got a ton of rappers.
Just all of them.
Just use CERT pistols, okay? Like,
right.
Your fans are going to know the difference.
Right.
Airsoft would be great too. You know, just cover that orange tip up. You know, yeah. Please do. Okay. I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's something we kind of have to talk about. So last night, which would have been Wednesday night, we're recording Thursday night right before this drops on Friday. And this, by the way, this part is not going to be paywalled behind the Patreon part. The rest of the episode will be, but this part will not be. Talking about the Area 3 match. I did a video last night talking about how the rumors are true that the Area 3 match is in danger of getting canceled because we don't have enough people signed up to pay for it. And it predictably caused a shitstorm on the internet, primarily Facebook. And so lots of people said lots of things. And the main message, if you didn't hear what I said in the video, was yes, the match is in danger of getting canceled. If you're still pissed about what happened with Scott and the stuff that happened with the board, I support you guys. I support your decision to do that. If we don't get it, then it's just gonna be canceled. Like I don't know what else to do. Like the bylaws say I shall organize, and I can't remember what the term is, but organize and establish an area championship. Well, we organized and established it, but nobody signed up for it. I mean, people signed up for it, but not enough. Whether or not that means I can, okay, we're going to have this club match. That's going to be the area match just to fulfill the bylaw requirement. I don't really want to do that either. Just like my own personal feelings, I inherited a shitstorm of the former board's doing. And a lot of times people say things like the board this and the board that. I do also get messages from people from time to time who are saying things and they'll be like, but I'm not talking about you. But I'm not talking about you, which I appreciate. I kind of figure they weren't talking about me specifically. But the thing is, the board is completely different than it was in December or even January. It is very different. And I'm not trying to defend anything, but I do, just because this has turned into such a shitstorm again. I really, 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 really want people to start thinking about, okay, when are you done? When is it over?
Yep.
Like you got to have an out here, okay? If you're going to just be mad forever, then just stop, okay? Like, I already said I support your decision to not shoot Area 3 this year. And I understand why. But if you don't, like, some people, I'm like, what do you want? What do we want? What is it that will get people to shoot USPSA again? The board did shitty things, 100%. I'm not cool with it. That's why I ran. And then no one ran against me, so no one voted for me. So that's kind of annoying to me. I wish people had to vote for me, but here I am, and I get that people are upset. I was on a section call with the Missouri section, a bunch of match directors, club contacts in the Missouri section on Tuesday night, and they voted to start shooting USPSA again because the majority, it was not unanimous, but the majority said they had seen enough progress to move forward. So they voted to start shooting USPSA again.
Yep.
So that's a positive step. I guess there's been some positive. There's other places where they're not ready. That's okay. Like, by the way, I did not go on the Missouri call, and you can ask any of the people that were on that call. I didn't talk them into it. I just listened and answered questions and told them what I thought about stuff. I never once said, please come back. When it came time for them to vote and talk about it, I pretty much stayed out of it unless I was answering a question. So I'm not trying to beg clubs or shooters to come back, but I do want you all to start thinking about, okay, when is this over? Or are you just going to be a shit poster for the rest of time? I mean, you can be a shit poster for the rest of the time, but like at some point it just becomes noise. And if you don't think the protests have worked, they fucking worked. Okay? There's a whole bunch of new board members. There's going to be 3 more new ones, one very soon. 2 more elections are happening that are for terms that started in 2025. And if I sound like I'm a little angry, it's because I'm a little frustrated. Because, like, I post a thing, and then it turns into a giant shitstorm. And I'm trying not to be the FUD who's like, hey, mean people on the internet. Meh. That's not, it's not even that. Like, I don't care about mean people on the internet. It's like, can we have a point? What's the point other than just continuing to shit talk former board members or current board members you don't like? Like, let's get to a point. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's one
I
of
need
the
some whiskey.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drinking
I
this whole
have some
time.
of the stuff that Bob gave me.
Nice. I finished off the last of my whiskey into it's like a four finger pour, something like that.
Oh, that's nice. This came in a ball jar.
Ooh, look at you beyond fancy.
Oh yeah.
But you're right. It becomes this question of like, I think sometimes people get caught up in the revolution because it gives them notoriety, it gives them a voice, it gives them a purpose. But like then you go, okay, what would you like? And they're like, I want revolution. And you're like, but what's the outcome of the revolution? They're like, revolution. And you're like, that's not helpful. And then some of them will, like with this one, there's some of the talking points are, hey, we want Scott back. Well, we're probably not getting that. I'm just throwing that one out there. What else you got? Like, Leighton gone? Cool. He's up for a vote. Like, yay. Awesome.
He'll definitely be gone by 2025.
Right. Donna and the gang to be gone. Well, the board needs to be gone. Well, Donna's gone, but like the board needs to be fully flipped. So then maybe there can be a observation of the employees of the organization. I think some accountability amongst them would be a good thing. Like, but we're kind of to the point where like we won, and now like I wouldn't
say we've won. I don't. It's not over, winning. But we're winning. We're winning.
But we're getting to the point where I talked about very, very many episodes ago, where the revolution eats itself, and we're getting to the point where the revolutionaries just need to be revolutionary. If you've studied the French Revolution at all, this is about the time where Robespierre gets killed by his own mechanism. Like the guy who was sending everybody to the guillotine, everyone got mad and was like, we're sending you to the guillotine. And he's like, wait a second. And so
that's not how this is supposed to work.
Right. I'm supposed to send everybody to the guillotine. And they're like, no, thank you. So it, again, finding that, going back to, and I'm quoting the board members here a little bit, but like, remember that we're doing this so that we can stand in dirt pits with our friends and shoot guns at cardboard targets.
You sound like a FUD when you say that.
100%. And as long as you don't call me a BOC within punching distance, I don't really care if you can call me a FUD. But
and that's about 5 feet, folks. Just saying.
Yeah. And so I think at this point, things are moving in a very positive direction. I fully expect Area 3 might not happen like we has in the past, because people struggled with the changes and they're finding lack of motivation, and I completely understand that. But we will persevere and we will push on, and we will do something even cooler next year, and that'll be fun. But like this year, I think people need to kind of get off their high horses and start going, okay, my feet are on the ground. This is what I want so that I can shoot matches in dirt pits with my friends. And so I think that's what people need to figure out.
Yeah. Again, I'm not saying this to talk people into shooting the match. Like, since I posted that video last night, 8 people have signed up. I'm not hopeful that we're going to get another 80 in the next 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is.
Right.
Well, 3 days when this drops. I'm not hopeful. So I wish it was more hopeful. And there are, I hate the cliche that like a change is slow on the board. Good hell is it ever? I mean, because on top of like things that are in the change department, there's also like the mundane everyday crap that still has to get done too. And like the last board meeting was a whole bunch of that. You know, there was the whole limited optics thing. It wasn't real spicy. It just got extended. The provisional part of it got extended for a year. It was what it was. But as far as the the all the shit talking on Facebook, primarily the last 2 days, I get it, guys. I get it. I totally get it. I'm with you. I understand, but I would like some, and I know like, well, we got to have published financials. Yep. Working on it. Like, we got to figure that shit out. And like, that's not my department. There are people working on that stuff. We got to budget out. Is it the greatest, fanciest budget ever done with the correct format in Excel that everybody would like in the format they would like? No. But we got it done. Okay. And it was like I didn't do shit. I just voted on it. That was all, you know? I mean, yes, the board did a lot of things to screw a lot of things up for a long time. And we're trying to undo that, you know. Have you ever had, well, you live in apartments, so you've never, like, have you ever put up Christmas lights?
Yeah. Oh, I grew up in the suburbs. Yes, I put Christmas lights.
Okay. So when you pull out your Christmas lights in, like, say, November to put them up on the house, and that shit is tangled, and you're like, where is the other end of this? I can't find it. Where is why is part of this white? Why is this cable white and this cable's green? I'm so confused. This is all tangled. Why is there a deer leg in here? What's going on?
Right. You have to do that thing where you find the end.
Right.
And you work your way back to figure out how to get there.
This is kind of what's happening with USPSA right now.
Yeah.
Like they're I don't think anybody would be surprised to know there's not a book on like how to operate USPSA. Like no one wrote that book. So that's kind of what we're trying to write right now, you know, trying to figure out, there's lots of stuff. Plus, you know, I never know what the hell I'm allowed to talk about, and it's really frustrating. I signed up for it, though. I'm not complaining, but, like, just hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Like, we're trying to find the other end of the Christmas lights here, okay? So that's basically... I know that was a rant, but, like, thank God I have a podcast event on. And if you don't think that was professional, it actually was professional. I was in broadcasting for 23 years. I did a morning show. It sounded kind of professional to me.
That's all that counts.
Yeah. Except I didn't say fuck on the radio. Anyway, if you want to hear the rest of the fantastic show that Jeff and I did, please go to patreon.com and subscribe. $3.57 a month, and you get an extra show every week. You got a little bit extra this week because I thought it was important to keep it out there on the public side. But anyway, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow.